God, I don't even recognize myself anymore. I waited. I trusted. I have failed you.
Clara knelt on the cold floor, her hands trembling as she pressed them against her chest. Tears ran freely down her face, dropping onto the tiles beneath her. God, her voice cracked, breaking under the weight of her pain. I have failed you. I have failed you in every way. I tried to wait. I tried to obey you, but now look at me. Her hands slowly moved to her stomach. Please, Father, please have mercy on me. Her cry echoed in the empty room. But there was no answer. Only silence. Clara was not always like this. She was known in her church as Sister Clara, a woman of quiet strength and deep faith. She was in her late 30s, gentle, kind, always smiling. She sang in the choir, helped the needy, encouraged the broken, and believed with all her heart that God had a plan for her life. But behind that smile was a silent prayer she had carried for years. Lord, give me a husband. She had watched younger women get married. She had watched her friends carry babies, celebrate anniversaries, and build families. And every night, she would lay on her bed, staring at the ceiling, whispering, God, when will it be my turn? Still she believed. Still she waited. Then one day, everything changed. There was a man who had been watching her quietly. His name was Kelvin. He wasn't a believer. He didn't go to church. But something about Clara drew him in. Her peace, her smile, the way she carried herself. One Sunday morning, he walked into her church. Clara noticed him, but she didn't think much of it. After service, he walked up to her. I came because of you, he said. Clara blinked, surprised. Because of me? Yes, he smiled. I want to know your God. And I want to know you too. Her heart skipped. No one had spoken to her like that in a long time. They started talking. Then they started seeing each other. Soon they began courting. Calvin began attending church regularly. He listened, nodded, even prayed sometimes. Clara believed maybe, just maybe, this was God answering her prayers. Hope began to grow again. For the first time in years, she allowed herself to dream. Months passed. Everything seemed perfect. Until one evening, Calvin sat her down. I want to marry you, he said. Clara's eyes filled with joy. Really? She whispered. Yes, he said. But there is something. Her heart paused. My family has a condition. Clara's smile slowly faded. What condition? Calvin looked at her seriously. They want to be sure you can have children. Clara frowned. What do you mean? He leaned closer. You need to get pregnant first. The world went silent. Clara blinked slowly, as if she didn't hear him well. What? You heard me, Calvin said calmly. Once you get pregnant, I will come and pay your bride price immediately. Within 2 or 3 weeks, we will marry. Nobody will even know. Clara's heart began to race. No, she said immediately. No, I can't do that. Calvin sighed. Why? It's against my faith, Clara said, shaking her head. Against God. I can't disobey him like that. Calvin leaned back. Clara, be realistic. This is how things work. My family won't accept you otherwise. I don't care, she said, her voice firm. I won't do it. But Calvin didn't stop. He kept talking. He kept convincing. Look, I'll still come to church. I'll still stand by you. Nobody will know. It's just something small. And after that, we marry. Simple. Clara felt torn. Her spirit said no. But her heart was tired of waiting. Still, she stood her ground. No, she repeated. Days passed. The pressure didn't stop. So Clara did something she thought would help. She spoke to her friends. And that was where everything began to change. Some of her friends laughed. Clara, is that all? We did the same thing. We are married now. Another added, you're overthinking it. Everybody does it. You want to miss your chance. But a few others looked at her seriously. Don't do it. One said softly. This is not right. You've waited this long. Don't destroy it now. Clara sat there listening. Different voices, different opinions, different directions. Her mind became confused. Her heart became weak. That night, she couldn't sleep. She stared at the ceiling. God, what should I do? But this time, her emotions were louder than her faith. What if this is my only chance? She whispered. What if no one else comes? Tears rolled down her eyes. I'm tired of waiting. And slowly, she made a decision that would change everything. Clara said yes. It didn't take long. She became pregnant. Kelvin smiled and hugged her. "Don't worry," he said. "Everything will be fine." She held on to those words, like a lifeline. But days passed, then weeks, and something felt wrong. Kelvin stopped calling as much. Then his phone stopped going through. Switched off. Clara's heart began to panic. She went to his house. The door was locked. Neighbor said one thing. He moved out. That was the moment her world shattered. Kelvin was gone. No explanation. No goodbye. No promise fulfilled. Nothing. Clara broke. She cried like she had never cried before. She called his number again and again. Nothing. She sat on the floor, alone, pregnant, abandoned. "Why?" she whispered. "Why did I do this?" And that was how she found herself on the cold floor again. Crying. Broken. Ashamed. "God, I have failed you." Her voice shook with pain. "I chose wrong. I disobeyed you. I listened to people instead of you." Her tears wouldn't stop. "Please, forgive me." But while Clara was breaking, something had already happened. Months before this, a man had visited her church. His name was Michael. A quiet man. A praying man. A man who had also been waiting. He had asked God for a wife. And one day during prayer, he saw her. "Clara," God showed him clearly, "that is your wife." Michael came to the church once. He saw her, but didn't speak. He wanted to be sure. So he left and continued praying. Now, months later, he returned. Confident, certain, hopeful. After service, he walked up to the pastor. "Sir, I'm looking for someone." The pastor smiled. "Who?" "A sister named Clara," Michael said. "She is tall, gentle, always smiling. Her presence is calm. God showed her to me." The pastor's smile slowly faded. "Clara," he repeated quietly. "Yes, sir," Michael said. "Where is she?" The pastor hesitated. Then he said, "Wait here." He went to call Clara. Clara walked slowly into the office, her head slightly bowed, her hands resting on her stomach. Michael turned to look at her. And in that moment, everything changed. The smile on his face disappeared. His eyes dropped to her stomach. Silence filled the room. Michael stepped back slightly. "No," he whispered. "This cannot be her." The pastor spoke gently. "She is Clara." Michael shook his head slowly. "No, the woman God showed me was not like this." The pastor stepped forward. "My son, listen to me. She is a good woman. A very good woman. She just made a mistake. One mistake. Her heart is pure. Her spirit is strong. She loves God." Michael looked at Clara again. Clara couldn't even raise her head. Tears filled her eyes. "I'm sorry," Michael said quietly. "I cannot marry a pregnant woman." Those words hit harder than anything. Clara's heart sank. The pastor tried again. "Please don't walk away. Don't judge her by this moment. God is merciful." But Michael shook his head. "I'm sorry, sir." And just like that, he turned and walked away. Clara stood there frozen, watching, as her miracle walked out of her life. That night, she cried again, but this time it was deeper, quieter, heavier. "That was him," she whispered. "That was the one you sent." Her hands held her stomach tightly. "And I lost him." Tears rolled down slowly. "I lost my blessing. I lost my miracle. I lost my answer." She closed her eyes. "God, I don't deserve anything, but please don't leave me. Teach me. Change me. Have mercy on me." And in that silence, though she could not feel it, mercy was still watching her.